Hey, and I'm live. What's up? Check me out. It's BrickWall Anime Night tonight. I'm not even gonna shoot you night, but it's BrickWall Anime tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me. Remember to like, subscribe, share. BrickWall Reviews. BrickWall Entertainment. On Facebook. Remember to check Dave out on his Twitch and on some other BrickWall projects that he has been working so diligently and so hard at. But anyway, like I said, thanks for tuning in. And remember to like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Once again, so tonight's review is on Record of Ragnarok Season 2. Season 2 is on Netflix. It came out last week, so you should have had some time to watch it, right? That's what I'm saying. Because I watched, listen, I'm trying to find the date. No, it didn't. But anyway, yes, check out season 2 of Record of Ragnarok on Netflix. It's pretty much the same storyline. Because we're in season 2, we still have the gods versus the humans. We're still trying to see who's gonna win. So when we remember from season 1, in Record of Ragnarok, the gods were pretty much, challenge the gods about the fate of humanity. So we're fighting right now to see if the humans will survive, pretty much. So leaving season 1, we ended with the humans at 1 and the gods at 2. So with that, we are now into season 2. So we head off season 2 with the match between Hercules and Jack the Ripper. So if you remember season 1, there were characters from season 1 that that you may be familiar with, that you may have heard of before. So in this season, we started off in Jack the Ripper. This match right here, it was very interesting. First of all, Hercules was extremely upset because he had to fight Jack the Ripper. Does anybody remember who Jack the Ripper is? Yeah, Jack the Ripper. He was a slaughterer. He slaughtered women in the 19 or 1800s. Probably during the early times of London, during the early, so it was early 18 or 19. I can't remember which one. But so Jack the Ripper, he went against Hercules. And so Jack the Ripper, he was given a sacred treasure, which all of the human fighters are given to help enhance their fighting ability. Because they're fighting a god. I mean, they need something. They're given this treasure by the Valkyries. So one of the Valkyrie sisters ultimately becomes their secret treasure and helps them fight in their battle, providing them with some types of powers. But anyway, so with the fight between Jack and Hercules, of course you're gonna root for Hercules. I mean, come on, he's Hercules. He is Hercules. Who wouldn't root for Hercules? And Jack the Ripper, you're like, even the humans like, Jack the Ripper? Can't find nobody else. Like, this the best you could do. So yeah, it was Jack the Ripper there. And so I just wanted to talk about the fight real quick. So Jack the Ripper, to me, he was more calculated. He was extremely calculated. More calculated. To me, this match kind of put me in the mindset of Batman versus the Joker. Batman I am back. Apparently, I am back. I see it says live. I was trying to fix my hair, refix things, but anyway, I am back. Anyway, I sorry about the little discrepancy I had there. So anyway, I was talking about Record of Ragnarok. Check that out. It is definitely on Netflix. It is 10 episodes long. It's season 2 of Record of Ragnarok. So both seasons are definitely on Netflix at this time. Season 2 came out last week, as I've expressed. But anyway, Hercules. So once like I was saying, Hercules wanted to fight a noble opponent. He wanted to fight somebody who he felt was worthy. He felt that the other um competitors were paired fairly and that his match was definitely unfair. And I think that it was a well thought out match. The fact that, we knew Hercules, or that the Valkyrie, Hilda, she knew that, Hercules' game would be thrown off. So, she's trying to play as strategically as possible to help the humans win the race against humanity. But yeah, so Hercules, he fights Jack the Ripper in a London battlefield. So the stage was set, and so Jack the Ripper, like I said, he gets everybody gets their sacred treasure. So Jack the Ripper's sacred treasure were the gloves. Yep, the gloves. While he tricked and manipulated Hercules the whole time. I'm not gonna tell you all of that, but I just want to let you know his sacred treasure were the gloves, and the way he finishes his match. Oh my gosh, oh my god, like we find out why Jack the Ripper is Jack the Ripper. But we also do find out why Jack the Ripper is Jack the Ripper. So we go into Jack the Ripper's backstory. We find out that Jack the Ripper, he actually was living with his mom, who was unfortunately not living in such favorable living conditions. So we have Jack the Ripper, who is living with his mom, who is deemed to be one of the underlings of society. I'll say his mom's a whore. That's it. So he's living in a whorehouse. And so, but Jack, he finds the best out of it because of his mom. Like, he loves his mom. So Jack has like he feels that he has a little special gift, which you can kind of say that, where he can kind of peep the energy. So he picks up the energy off of somebody to determine, and it depends on how they approach him, to determine whether or not this person is indeed hostile, or this person is, however they are towards him at that time. So Jack, he ultimately so Jack, he ultimately goes, and he's around town, he's encountering all this negative energy, and just picking it up. So we get to the part where we find out what happens with Jack. So Jack is growing up in London. His mom is crying one day. He's like, "Mom, what's going on? What's going on?" She was hysterical. So long story short, Jack the Ripper became Jack the Ripper that day. And he pretty much roamed the streets of London doing what he did. So yeah, we get that backstory from Jack. What I liked the most too was the connection with Jack and Hercules. I said it, the connection, because what we have to realize too is that in a lot of these fights, the opponents ultimately end up, thanking the other person that they went up against. So I like, because it felt like Jack almost had a piece of humanity when he fought against Hercules. Like, he actually felt like what he was feeling before he became Jack the Ripper. And that little connection right there between Hercules and Jack the Ripper, that exchange of words, was to me more powerful and just more great than the actual fight. Because, Hercules just spoke some truth, bro. He just, but yeah. But so once again too, I like when I think about this fight, it's funny because I think about him being Batman sometimes, and then like just because Hercules so strong, Superman. I'm like, it's so funny. But anyway, yeah. So this fight oh my gosh, this fight right here, it was real good. Hercules finds out a lot of things. Like I said, Hercules. I'm not gonna say who won. I'm not gonna say who lost. Okay, I'm not. But I will tell you that at the end of season 2, the humans were at 2 wins, and the gods were at 3. So then we have little like back talk in between the episodes of fighting. Our more calm episodes. We get to see where Hilda is actually, impacted more greatly than she thought she would be because of the actual fights, the outcome, the extent to which it's going is a little more in depth and a little more, I guess, just a lot more than what was originally anticipated. But yeah, so we get that. We have little interaction between the other gods that are still there, their feelings towards things. And so there's a little brief exchange where Zeus had to interact. But like I said, go ahead and check that out. So we get to our second match. Our second match is with Shiva, sorry, the god of destruction, and with the greatest sumo wrestler, Tarokishi, because I wrote it down. So yeah, we have that fight, and that fight was more of a fight of strength. So Shiva, he's the god of destruction, and so Shiva's story is that he has a best friend who is the god of the storm god. So he has a best friend who's a storm god. The storm god's dream is to become the ultimate god, the top god, the numero uno. So Shiva goes on these journeys with him, and he's fighting. Shiva fights with him, of course, whatever. But the storm god picks up and claims the win because you get markings or whatever the case may be. Every time you claim a win, you get the power of that particular God on your side. So they get to the top, and so the storm god is like, God of destruction, it's just me and you. Like, I know we're friends, but this has been my life's journey, and I just need to know which one of us are the greatest, just so I can satisfy my life's journey. So they fought, and the God of destruction won. The God of destruction won. So with that, the god of destruction ended up losing his best friend, but he gained the respect of being the head god because he's beaten everybody that he's ever come up against. So we have him, and then we have the sumo wrestler Tarokichi. Um, he's considered one of the greatest sumo wrestlers. He is the greatest sumo wrestler alive, and he also uses a Valkyrie, one of the sisters, to help him fight his battle. His backstory is that with him, he was born with, a special condition. He wasn't able to walk for a while. When he did try to walk, he just collapsed to the floor. His muscles just started going in on him. So he found out that his muscles are so strong that it pretty much crushes his bones and stuff. So he had to find a way to control himself. So what he learned was a trick called 100 seals to suppress his muscles, and that helped him to maintain a quote unquote human like strength, so that way he wouldn't scare other people, which is funny because he did that because of his first encounter with somebody. They tried to say he was a monster because of how strong he was, but I feel that that guy was just ashamed that he got played by a child. He was like, he's gonna be a piece of easy, he ain't nothing, and got flipped and got upset. Oh, he's a monster. He cut it out, you lost. Pretty much what it is. So yeah, we had those two people fighting against each other, and what I liked about them, their similarities, was that they were both fighting for what they believed to be the right thing to do, which was to fight for the people that they believed in, and to fight for the people that they loved, and to fight for, their own honor and respect. And it was just so funny because both of them were pretty much saying the same thing, but people say the same thing in different words all the time. So he was pretty much saying the same thing for my family, and it was just so funny the way they were shouting it out. But it was just such a good match because both of them were just, their spirits ultimately led to a, wanted something good, a good outcome out of the match, even though they know what they both were fighting for. So so we have Shiva and the god of destruction. Shiva, he is the god of destruction, and the sumo wrestler Tarokishi, they went at it. They went at it. Like I said, there were a lot of hand on hand combat. So it was a lot of blood. Yo, some of the scenes, oh my gosh, like some of the scenes where Shiva, oh my gosh, the way he lost his arms. Yeah, I said the way he lost his arms. Oh my gosh, I was like, this anime, the graphics were awesome on there. It was very detailed. I was telling somebody earlier that they definitely need to check it out. It put me in the mind frame of finish him. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that this was an awesome anime. Like I said, this fight right here with Shiva, it was an emotional fight because you want both of them to win. You want both of them to win, but only one can be the winner. And in these matches, it was till death. It's till death. So oh, I know, because I'm telling you, bro, I had to write it down. So the scene where Shiva kicked through Tamaguchi's arm. Oh my god. Tarakoshi. I'm just gonna call him the sumo because I'm gonna mess up his name. So when Shiva kicked through the sumo's arm, oh my god, yo. So the whole thing about both of them, they were both really physically strong. They were both really well trained and disciplined. And so Shiva, the sumo, he was able to hold his body and maneuver his muscles, and you could just see him like pop locking and flipping it out and whipping it out and doing all types of stuff, with his muscles and bulking up and doing all of that. So it was very interesting to see how he manipulated his muscles to his advantage, but also to his disadvantage because he knew that pushing himself like that will ultimately cause his demise. He knew that, but he did not care. He was like, listen, I'm here. I'm going to do it. So also the thing that got me was the sumo community. Like they were looking because, it looked like he was losing, but then it was like, no, he ain't losing. He's winning. And he did win. He did. And he did. I'm laughing, right? I'm not even going to tell you why I'm laughing. Watch it and then come back and tell me why I'm laughing at this part. But he did win. So, yeah, I'm not going to get into it. But, yeah, that right there, I think that was a good match to have after the Jack the Ripper match, and also when Jack the Ripper was leaving, they were throwing rocks at him, like they were just over him. They were over him. So at the end of this match, let me just make sure. So then, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I'm right there. So anyway, I got to read. If you see what my notes look like, you're gonna be like, that's why she's like squinting. But yeah, it's like chicken scratch. But like I said, they were both fighting for the same thing, and in both matches, with Hercules and with Shiva, both of those matches, they were pretty intense. They were pretty intense. I would say that I liked Shiva's match a little bit better. I did go back and rewatch the series, and it helped me to understand a little bit more about Hercules and Jack the Ripper back stories. Because when I was watching, I was like, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing about no Jack the Ripper that's gonna make me feel a little sad for him. Ain't nothing. And then I was like, you know what? You got me. You got me. But yeah, so anyway, check out Record of Ragnarok. Like I said, it's definitely on Netflix. It is definitely 2 seasons long. Second season is 10 episodes. They're around there. Some of them are 24 minutes, but then some of them are like 22. So the time actually fluctuates. And of course, each episode is definitely not that long. With the intro, the intro was good. It was different. The theme song, it was different from the first season. So that's something that you can look forward to. But yeah, I think what would I rate it? No, let me check the ratings. I would rate this out of 5. I'm gonna give it a 4.2. I'm gonna give it a 4.2 record. Because a little hard right now. Record of Ragnarok. Pulling it up. I just want to see what the ratings are. And then let me just ratings. Anyway, what? 6.3? No. Well, right. You know what? That's in 2021. Yeah. So anyway, check it out. It's on Netflix. It's 10 episodes long. If you haven't watched season 1, check that out first. But if you just want to jump into season 2, I think you'll be all right. Like I said, it's more combat, and it gives you the backstory of the character, and it also hints at what their actual goal is, and which is to demolish the human race. So this is a fight to save humanity. Who will win? We don't know, but we shall find out. We are, like I said, humans have 2 wins and the gods have 3. I'm interested. I hope that the next win is for the humans, because it will be so interesting to see how the gods react when they find out that the humans have caught up. Because every time the humans catch a win, the gods are like, oh, like for real. It's so they're like, their facial expressions were funny too with a lot of the scenes. Like my face looked like theirs. We was like, for real. I swear. But yeah, check it out. It's definitely some comical relief in there. From some of the gruesomeness. Do if I would say not to let your kids watch it because it is violent. But if you do show your kids violent shows, then you can show your child that, or you can explain it to your children. They get exposed to different things all the time. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Apologize about the discrepancy earlier, but thanks for checking me out. Remember to subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you guys later. Remember to take care. Keep your health up and be good out there.